If today's video seems a little bit different, it's because my shoulder is hurting. At last, the new best music disc, a gigantic torch nerf coming out of the blue, brand new updates, and maybe a little bit more to the copper golem. Tippy top of the morning to you laddies, it's me, Pink Pantherist, and today, yet again, another new Minecraft update. Minecraft Java Edition 1.21.7. You see what I did there? I said it like some people say Jeb. The J became a Y. 1.21.7 over on Java was essentially known as the Minecraft Movie Update. Excuse me, a Minecraft Movie Update. You see, over on Minecraft Java Edition, the update was quite amazing. We got ourselves not only a beautiful brand new music disc, but also a wonderful 3x3 painting. Now this painting, it actually popped up in Bedrock Edition Chase the Skies update. Yeah, this beautiful baby has been there since the start. But the music disc, well, up until this very moment right here, unfortunately, if you wanted to listen to Lava Chicken, it didn't exist. All that happens until July 3rd, 2025, with a brand new Minecraft update, 1.21.93. Inside of this beautiful, newest Minecraft update, they went ahead and done it. And I was wondering when they'd do it. Lava Chicken. Oh my god, I love it. Just like listen to this music. Wait, what? Huh? What in the heck? Come on, it's in the game. Oh no, there's a problem. Okay, well, yeah, for legal reasons, we will not listen to it here. But you know the deal. Hey, that tragically bad news for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Chicken jockeys are so much more rare. In fact, I don't even know if they naturally spawn. In order to make this one happen, you might have to literally make a chicken jockey. Like, find a baby zombie, give it a chicken, and fingers crossed, a small percentage of a baby zombies in Minecraft, well, they can actually jump on top of a chicken. Now, these small minor updates, usually ones we don't talk about over here, besties. But it's crazy. It seems like we're in a brand new era for Minecraft because inside of this update, technical updates, brand new functionality was added. This is functionality that never existed before and makes it all possible. Of course, our new functionality here has to do with mob loot tables while they are riding other mobs. This new functionality is huge because obviously right now that means brand new music disc, but going forward in the future that could mean something like a skeleton riding a spider or a skeleton horse. Well, these interesting combinations of mobs can now have entirely unique drops. The fact that they added this functionality in this update makes it all possible, way easier for the future. Oh wait, now Vibrant Visuals, Chase the Skies update on Bedrock Edition, it dropped the first release of Vibrant Visuals. Mama, like this randomly spawned pink sheep so rare, I'm speechless. Vibrant visuals inside of this update. Sure, the sun might glow through the rocks sometimes, but Magdalena Bay, oh my god, it is so beautiful, even when I can't get the cool sunrise glow. Now, the first initial release of Vibrant Visuals, it included a whole lot, from biome tinting to beautiful, stunning water aesthetics under the water. Well, yeah, a whole lot was here inside of the update. One thing that wasn't, the lighting. Like a black and white night is so sad because colorful torches, beautiful, the most stunning lighting in all of Minecraft, it wasn't there in the full release, tragically. And even worse news, on top of the most beautiful lighting not being there, lighting has been made a lot worse. Vibrant Visuals torches. Of course, you might know if you mess with this stuff for a little bit of time, if you place this stuff down in the daytime, lanterns as well, you're not going to get very much going on. Because of how Vibrant Visuals does lighting in the day, the torches just look like torches. Instead, it's in the middle of the night hour when we flip things over to the darkness that the torches might end up looking a little bit beautiful. If they wanted to look a little bit beautiful. In the darkness over here, if I place a torch down inside of this new Vibrant Visuals update, it's going to look way less vibrant and a little bit less visual than it ever did before. And same thing with both of the lanterns and all of the other torches. For some reason, the devs have made the torches less glowy inside of this update. Now, admittedly, there were a lot of problems with Vibrant Visuals and light adjustment. Like, if you got really close to a torch and stared at it and then moved away, maybe the darkness would be a little bit too dark. But making torches a little bit less glowy, potentially to solve this issue? No! They massacred our boy! I don't want to fearmonger. I want to make sure I get it exactly right. The changelog, I can't barely even read it. Slightly reduce the emissive intensity of torches, and lanterns. So tragically here, this has to do with not only the torch inside of the world, but while you're holding the torch in your hand as well. When I pull one of these things out and look at it, it's going to look a little bit different now inside of this update. And same thing with this lantern. I don't get it, man, because they have this really cool version of the torch in preview, and it's been there for a long time now. And not even just the torch, just like lighting in general, but like, it's just missing from the full release. Everybody loves these glowy, vibrant torches. They're so nice, but they decide to make them worse inside of this update. I don't get it, man. But speaking of lighting, it doesn't actually stop there. Inside of the update, legitimately, it was a huge issue with glowing signs. Basically, if a sign was glowing and you got real up close to it, well, the whole sign would glow, and you couldn't see anything. This was a weird little quirk of vibrant visuals that we took a look at in an earlier video, and now it doesn't work. If I had a top secret message and I walked up real close to the sign, we can see the background, the peripherals of the world getting a little bit darker, but the sign, it doesn't really glow in the same way that it used to. Like, even backing away from this thing, I mean, yeah, we get a little bit of glow, but it's kind of crazy. The solution to fixing the bugs, seemingly, is just make the glowing things look a little bit less good. It hurts my heart, like it pains me to think about it. And even worse, the rain inside of vibrant visuals, it's really bad looking. So two relatively not the biggest deal bugs get patched over, but whether things like thunder looking absolutely busted, well yeah, that's fine. That can stay. Boats. Inside of 1.21.90, or one of the updates shortly after, boats were made way better on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. This big change here, it had to do with boats being able to be pulled out of water. And this mechanic is happening due to this new air friction mechanics that are inside of the game. So if I put a boat on a lead and then back up and kind of jump up a little bit, if I can get the lead tight enough, eventually the boat here should be able to be yoinked straight out of the water and ripped straight over to me. But it's a little bit weird because inside of this update, they updated air friction mechanics with boats, and it seems to have made a boat pulling out of the water a whole lot more difficult. Like, this stuff here used to be relatively simple. I could do it consistently, basically every single time, and now I'm having a lot of trouble pulling a boat up a simple one-block jump. It's weird because usually hotfixes make a lot of things better, but just like the torches, this boat downgrade documented directly in the changelog. This is what's going on. One of our better changes with boats this week, well, it's gonna have to do with these things when you rock them off of a ledge. The momentum that they had when you sail them off of a ledge, well, I'm not gonna lie, it's actually absolutely absurd. When I sail this thing off of the ledge really quick, watch how quick this thing moves. I actually get a speed boost. It also seems like to me that they made boats way harder to break because I slammed them with an iron axe and I had to hit it like 4 times. But this one right here is just kind of crazy. When you go off of a ledge or get near one, the boat actually goes into hyperspeed really quick. That means if you can sail this thing hanging off of a ledge a little bit here and not even jump off of the ledge, you'll get random speed boosts like this from time to time. Guys, what is Mojang doing? This might mean a brand new fastest boat track on land might be able to be made. Like, theoretically here, all you need to do is a line of straight blocks, take a boat in survival on the land, get it placed just right off of the ledge, and if I can get it just right, it's hard to do. In fact, maybe I can double up here. If I can get the placement of this boat just right, like fully over this air gap, but also touching the blocks, I'll be able to be moved into hyperspeed. It's pretty insane and kind of broken. Another happy gas. With this thing having a total of like 2-3 months of public development, and on top of that, this thing was basically the only thing major inside of the update. Well, you would think that it would be flawless on both on both versions. Alright, it's fine. Accidents happen. That wasn't really the case inside of the main update. It had a lot of issues, especially on Bedrock Edition. One of the big ones here was with lag. This thing was essentially a lag bomb inside of your world. Get yourself more than like 0 of these things, and your world starts lagging. Now, this is hard to show up because I never actually had this issue, but inside of 1.21.93, one of the biggest issues they wanted to address here was the happy gas lag bombing your world. Theoretically, it shouldn't happen as much anymore. Placing this thing around inside of my world, I mean, again, I never had the problem before, but, I mean, the game feels really smooth. I didn't notice the difference. Tragically, though, dude, they steal harnesses still. And on top of that, happy gas blocks suffocation, the biggest bug around this thing. Well, I hate to say it, but tragically, it's still here. If I sail my gas close enough to a block and turn it just right, give it a little bit of time, well, it will definitely still begin to suffocate. Now, on top of all of those big changes, we've got a couple of other smaller bug fixes as well. One bug fix having to do with split screen. Another problem having to do with packs and worlds disappearing. And then another issue having to do with the camera and interaction buttons on touch devices. Multiple weeks in a row, we love to see it. Mojang is rolling out these hotfix updates that are a little bit more than just plain old hotfixes at a pretty quick pace. It's beautiful, and maybe hopefully this week, a couple of the other big issues, whether happy gas suffocation, well maybe we get an update to fix it. Now where I'd like to wrap today is with Minecraft's newest, most wonderful copper mob of all time, the Copper Golem. When this mob was initially revealed, listen to this.
But look at this lovely copper.
Is that a copper golem?
Over time, they freeze into statues. It oxidizes over time and loves to randomly press copper buttons.
The Copper Golem is a mob that oxidizes over time. Check, we got it. But it doesn't really turn into a statue. And copper buttons, well, I hate to say, obviously, tragically, alongside our brain's newest mob, two functionalities are completely missing from the Copper Golem. Over the past little bit, I've seen a lot of questions about this. Are these mechanics possibly coming to the game? Now, the answer to this one, it's definitely not absolutely no. You never know. After all, how it stands right now, the Copper Golem, it seems to be in a very, very early state. When we summon this thing in, for example, we have a weathered one. If I summon a weathered one in next to a chest right here, well, the chests just, they're weird. So there are issues with the Copper Golem, and it definitely needs a little bit more work inside of the game. If this update is to release inside of the fall, then we have a whole lot more time, and we know there are more features coming soon. I don't think it's off the table. The possibility of a copper button getting added to the game, maybe it could happen, but the functionality of the Copper Golem smashing buttons, maybe not so much. With this Copper Golem update, it seems like Mojang has taken the route of, hey, this thing was a loser, which means the people didn't want it enough before, so we went ahead and added the concept, but in a brand new way that the people will love. I think, unfortunately, Copper Golem pressing the copper button, it will never happen. Doesn't mean the copper buttons couldn't get added. I could see that happening. But Copper Golem oxidization and this mob slowing down. One of the biggest pieces of feedback that I'm seeing being sent over offered up to Mojang here. These mobs should definitely slow down as they oxidize and maybe even turn to a full statue when they're fully done. It's a brilliant idea and an idea that I love. Also on top of that, right now the Copper Golem in its current form, as it oxidizes, nothing changes at all. That seems weird. What do you think? Do you think the Copper Golem will end up changing and maybe slowing down as it oxidizes once the devs have more time to dev this thing? Or do you think its functionality right now, with a purely aesthetic difference with the oxidization phases, is exactly it? Brand new Minecraft update that might make the game a little bit worse, some secret little changes, and potentially more to the Copper Golem. Besties, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Smash like, subscribe. On the end card, a playlist with even more updates. Check it out. It's been me, Wattles. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.